Hello world! Curses of madness be upon you all for life fighters. The second chapter of Family Portrait has just released, and it is absolute gold. So, without any further ado, no more messing around. Let's crash this party and jump right into a night on the town. Everyone looks so fine, man. Check us out. Oh, check us out indeed. The Apex Legends are hitting the town. Find my parents, get the battery, and we're out. Lifeline, getting down to business, but oh, she knows how to look good doing it. Don't have to tell me twice. Yeah, Octane ain't happy to be here. Thank you, friends. I was down. Now I'm down, but I look fancy. Oh, even portraying a little mustache as well. This opening shot, damn, gorgeous. Blah blah, lots of lame-o talk while we go through security. Boring. Oh wait, you gotta see this. The people may suck. Just as Octane sort of sucks at narration, like he's very openly unreliable here. Oh, not here. But check out this view. This place looks great. First time I read this, I just sat for a few minutes and listened to the piano in the background. Give it a few minutes, you'll get in the mood. It's lovely. I love this place. See a mage? Yeah, you just follow the narcissism. Right there. Father invested in Peck Labs, of all places. He'd take myself and Silver there after preschool. We were hellions, trashing every room in the lab. Peck Labs, eh? I can hear them calling after us. Duardo, Darion, Duardo. The woman in charge, Reeves, or something, hated children. She could learn a thing or two from you, ma. AJ? A few more hints at Dr. Ash Reid will come back to her. This panel teared me up first time I read it. Like, everything about it, like, the gasp. And they suddenly quiet down the rest of the music just a little bit. Oh, that is some gorgeous shit right there. You can tell she wasn't expecting this, and you know there's some tension here. But man, they love each other, man. They may not like each other at times, but yeah, they truly love each other. That's beautiful, man. That's cute. Vomit. No, really. I'll fill you in, but you gotta see this first. Yeah, the party don't stop. I'm outside thinking, he's not stupid enough to come here. Guess I misjudged you, Gibraltar. Again. Don't be mad. If I wanted to see you, I know, Nick. I know. So, the X appears. Oh, that's Nick, the X. But amigos, things are getting even crazier on the roof. This chapter does not let up whatsoever. Whoever the hell this guy is. But for a phoenix to rise, a sacrifice must be made. As for all the citizens inside the museum, their deaths will usher in a new world order where... Who the hell are you? Dude, who the hell are you? Hi, friends. I'm just looking for a battery for a... Oh dear. Yo, this ain't even the worst of it. But don't worry, you only have to watch. Like, 2 of us die. Just kidding. Or am I? I could be crying over the deaths of my friends right now. Just kidding, I never cry. Or do I? See? You don't know! Yo, I'm the best at telling stories. I don't know what Shay is talking about. See you fools next week. Booyah. And so it ends, and so we continue. There's a lot to go through in this chapter. Damn, this chapter was really good. Season 7 is really hitting the ground running. And hitting it in style. Damn! Octane even lied about the goggles thing. See, I told you, unreliable narrator. Openly unreliable. I have a feeling that Lifeline might take over, like halfway through when we get to Gibby and the axe from last week. I think she might take over to like actually streamline things into a proper story towards the end. Be interesting to know, like, I know it's sort of breaking the fourth wall quite a bit, and I wonder if they are telling someone the story. Aw, thank you, friends. I was down. Now I'm down, but I look fancy. Like, I love how much character is actually being brought into these, but still with this very strong, plot-driven, we're here to find the battery, we have to see the parents, and then we get this reveal. Invested in Peck Labs. So Duardo Silva is apparently what would seem to be Octane's dad. Like, Silva, Duardo, it has to connect here, right? And Peck Labs, as we found out from the new loading screens, that Lillian Peck, the founder of Olympus, is very clearly connected to Dr. Reid, who we now should know to be Ash, right? This gives us a bit more of a timeline, because it depends on how old Darion Shay is. Like, based on Lifeline being like 24, I think it is. If we make them at least 24 when she was born at least, so they're in their like late 40s. I reckon like early 50s they could be hitting here. But, they are lush, man. Yeah, like I said, this panel had me tearing up. Huge. And like I said before, this panel had me just sat, wallowing for a few minutes, getting ready for the emotional rollercoaster that was coming up. But yeah, if they're around 50, and you would have taken they would have been kids at the time, so it's about 40 years ago. So kind of the start of the vacation spot era of Olympus. If Dr. Reid was still alive then, that would have made her actually sort of old. That would have been another 40, 47, 50 years following the Horizon Stranding event. But she took over, like, the woman in charge of Peck Labs, so, something tells me Ash definitely got her way by betraying Horizon. Damn. But yes, we also managed to get this lovely fucking character development here. This panel just says so much. I love how the music and sound complements it, and how they really flesh it out here, and we then get Octane sort of belittling the whole thing, but he keeps us moving forward. It's very Octane. I think that he is a good storyteller in that regard. And yeah, I didn't expect Nick. I did not expect Nick. Based on Gibraltar's comments about police last chapter, do we take it that Nick's involved with like law enforcement on Olympus? It's pretty cool. It's a pretty high up position to have. Oh, what did you do wrong, man? You know what you did wrong, and you're sorry for it. I know you are. Gibraltar's too good, man. I like that we might be seeing just some sort of a proper element of a flaw to his character. Like, it's been sitting in the background for a long time. He's not perfect, but he's the gentle giant, right? But then, speaking of giants, this is a bit of a shift. I've been using the Phoenix metaphors a lot in my Ash and Olympus videos, so is this someone like looking back to the more scientific utopian days of Olympus? Or is this so that's sort of what they want to usher back in? Like, why do they want citizens inside the museum? I hadn't actually noticed this was a museum. Is it? It looks more like a lounge or like a bar or a restaurant, or maybe you could have galleries all off here and stuff. It's a really pretty place, isn't it, man? I'd love to go to Olympus. I would get so drunk sat in this lounge. So yeah, we've got some sort of rogue splinter militia group, whoever the hell they are, with an ideological political cause, sacrificing citizens inside the museum. Their deaths will usher in a new world order. Like, if this is some of the big players of Olympus here, then this is someone looking for, like, social upheaval. And as we had the synopsis of family portraits saying that loved ones will be captured or taken hostage, it looks like the Shays might end up in the firing line here. Whoever these people are, like Olympian separatists or political reform. Is that what they're actually after? Or are they just after power or... Power. Hi friends, I'm just looking for a battery for... Oh dear. So yeah, this is obviously what leads to Pathfinder getting trapped under some rubble. Like, the mustache almost takes on more of a confused face here. I love that he's got this, and does make me wonder, is this like an entirely new chassis he can upload himself into, or is it like mods he can put on the outside of his existing chassis? And it's a lot of alternators, there's a lot of guns, like, regardless. But yeah, learning actually who these are, who they're actually connected to, who they work for, because Phoenix to rise from the ashes feels a bit, yeah, on the nose. So it could be that, it could be something else. The whole point about Dr. Reid having essentially taken over Pack Labs and maybe lasting there for several decades. Like, whew, Ash might be hugely embedded in the modern history of Olympus, and even like just the entire history of Olympus. Makes me wonder how and why she became a simulacrum. And I think that actually might be really key for her story going forward, that learning how and why Ash became a simulacrum is going to be more important than, say, Revenant's dilemma of why he's a simulacrum. Like, he had no choice in the matter, whereas I think that Ash is going to actually make a decision or be put in a situation that leads her to having to become a simulacrum, and that how that affects things going forward, why she does that, for instance, how much it ties to Olympus. Is she the advanced computer systems that sustained Olympus for all those years after the rift became too dangerous? Like, what exact point in time did Darion and Duardo exist as kids on Olympus? That would be really key to learn here, but no matter how long ago it was, and whether Dr. Reid was human or a simulacrum at that point, that's pretty big. Like, learning how embedded Ash might be in the whole of Olympus's history is pretty damn crazy, and yo, this ain't even the worst of it. Octane has been a brilliant narrator, like, that you could hear his voice in this bit, like, see, you don't know! Like, he definitely really, like, ratchets up tension purposefully, but it really works. Like, we know no one's gonna die, I mean, we theoretically know no one's gonna die, and hey, we might end up seeing him cry, we might see the goggles eventually come off. Yeah, this chapter was fucking sick. I am very, very impressed this week. The guy spins a good yarn. I'll definitely give him that. Although, again, I do think that Shay will slip in to take over at some point, and we'll get a more, like, seriously emotive, more, like, normal narration towards the end. Like, he feels very Deadpool here, but as I said at the beginning, it'd be cool to see if he is relaying this story to someone else. And then if we were to get that sort of character reveal at the end of this story, who knows, that could actually be pretty interesting. But hey, see you fools next week. Booyah! That's all I've got for this week. I hope you liked my little breakdown. I hope you enjoyed the chapter itself. Again, I think this chapter is a really strong way to kick us off into Season 7. And I hope to see it keep that up next week. Thank you for staying with me, friends. I've been Euclidean Vision, the emotional support. Take care of yourselves out there. And may the glorious light of Beskil shine within you. Bye-bye.